Alright, this is the ocean stage tutorial for Mickey Mousecapade. This is hands down the easiest stage in the entire run. You don't have to worry about sync movement here. You actually cannot get Minnie any closer to Mickey in this stage. So you do have to make sure your jumps are compensated, because if Minnie falls into the water, you take a death. The biggest instance of RNG is the boss here at the end. Again, you have to be careful, because if he hits you, it's GG. Yeah, that's the stage. It's pretty short and simple. Alright, let's break this stage down a bit. It's pretty simple, like I was saying. There's not too much you have to worry about in terms of RNG. So I'm gonna just show you like the strats that I use for this stage. So you just walk right here, like just immediately walk right, and the first jump is right at this little pointy part in the platform. I jump here, I do a full jump, and it'll clear both these enemies. Now, what I do here is I wait till Mickey's on the ground before I shoot. And the reason I do that is because there's another enemy coming, right? I'm not actually shooting this guy with Mickey. I'm shooting this guy with Minnie. So when I land here, I'll be killing both these enemies. And I even shoot again just to be sure. But usually I get them right away. It's just to kill both those fish. Okay. Okay, one thing that can happen here, so I'm jumping, there can be a secret in this cloud, and I haven't gone over secrets yet, but this would be the first instance of one. If there's a secret in the cloud, your shot gets blocked. That's because you have to shoot the spot multiple times to make the secret appear. It could be an extra life, or I think it's usually just health. So that would be like the only time you would actually like see RNG in the stage, because if there's something there, it'll block Minnie's shot. So, but if you shoot low enough, I'm pretty sure it misses every time. I think you can avoid it. So let's continue on. Another full jump here, because there's a wave coming. So you just got to really pay attention, like maybe make some visual cues of like where I'm jumping throughout the stage. So I'm jumping like right at the edge of that platform, full jump to avoid both these guys, jump again as soon as you land to avoid this, then jump again immediately. Now, fish coming out of the water. Again, I like to compensate and kill stuff with Minnie's shot. It's just easier for me for some reason. So I wait. I like try to shoot like under this cloud with Minnie. This one's kind of a weird one to explain for me because I'm just used to it. So I just shoot like as I'm descending basically to kill this fish. And as soon as I land, I'm jumping again. Like this is gonna be like a short jump because the wave's coming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually avoid this wave, because there's actually a jellyfish coming out as well. So I'm gonna be able to just squeeze through. Oh god. Alright, so let's kind of watch that in slow motion. No, it's like probably over detailed here, but I just want to make sure the information's out there. So as soon as I land here, I jump again. It's going to be a short jump because I want to land like somewhere on this side of the log and then jump again. And I'm going to kind of jump to the left. You actually have a lot of control when you're in midair with Mickey, like where you're going. So I can kind of start holding right here to kind of avoid the wave. So I'll be able to squeeze through both those guys. All right. Then we're going to jump again. Full jump. Okay. Now this is where it gets crazy. There's a lot of enemies on the screen. Like, you're taking damage most of the time here. I am going to go over a strat after this breakdown where you can actually avoid getting hit here. But you're going to take damage from this bird poop. It's possible to skip it, but I'll go over that. I'll go over that later. Because it's not essential, really. Okay, so we'll just play that part kind of in fast motion so you can see what's going on. So big jump, small jump, big jump again, walk pretty close to the edge of this platform. Like you'll see, I'm jumping pretty close here. I took damage from the poop, but that's okay. Not a big deal. That's only a half second lost. So going on this platform, I do a jump. I actually miss, I think I missed this guy. But you can actually kill both of these. But even if you don't, it's not a big deal. You can just jump over this bird. But I think I shot maybe a hair too early, it looks like. Yeah, I did. No big deal. So if you don't kill this guy, just jump over him like I did here. And when I land, I shoot again to kill this other fish. See, as soon as Mickey hits the floor, I shoot. Okay. Again, I'm jumping right on this little pointy part of the platform. Full jump again. And as soon as I'm going to try to land right in the middle of this log and then jump again immediately to avoid that wave. And kill this fish. Again, I'm killing it with mini. Now remember here, you gotta, the reason I'm doing these big jumps, I'm gonna watch this in normal motion. Jump, full jump again. It's because I'm trying to compensate so mini also lands. If mini doesn't make it and falls into the water, you die too. That's just how it is. It's not like Donkey Kong Country. If your partner dies, falls off the edge, that's it. This is a long escort quest. Okay. I jump again here around the spot, like just before this, and then jump immediately again to avoid that last wave. Okay. It's pretty simple. It seems like a lot to unpack, but it's just, you gotta just go through the stage in full motion as much as you can. It's a short stage, but you want to minimize the amount of damage you're taking here. Okay, so for the boss, I immediately shoot, but in this case, sometimes he jumps immediately like he does here, and you're just gonna miss. But on average, you should be hitting him. So I think you should just always double shoot right when you enter the screen. Now, this guy has a lot of patterns. So what I do here is I get close and just start mashing as much as I can. But you also have to be very careful because he jumps forward as well. So I'm like mashing as much as I can. The longer he's on the ground, the better. And you have to also avoid these bubbles, which I'm standing in a good spot. It just takes a lot of practice to get this guy down. He's very difficult to do fast. You can be pretty safe, but do it in regular motion. I'm gonna go over some more patterns here in a sec, but that's basically the whole breakdown of the stage. Alright, we're gonna go over something called poop skip here. This is actually to avoid that one bit of damage you can take in this group of enemies coming up here. I'll play it out so you can see what's going on. So this guy right here, you can actually avoid completely. So when you're jumping towards this area, again, this is very difficult to do and kind of risky, but you can get used to it pretty easily. You can try to kill this bird if you can. It requires a really precise shot because this fish is in your way. But I killed this fish that's jumping here. I always try to kill him when I land. So it's like right as I'm landing, I'm basically shooting. Or maybe just before that, it looks like. Okay, yeah, just before it. So kill this guy. And then you're gonna take this, like he poops, right? You see the bird pooping. And look how far off the edge I am before I jump. Like this is probably, I don't know if this is pixel perfect, but it might as well be with where I'm jumping. I think one more pixel over and you fall into the water. So you want it, all you do is jump as far right off the log as possible and you will avoid this poop. Saves a half second. Again, not a big deal. Most of the time I just try to jump a little earlier because if I take damage it's not the end of the run, you know. So that's pretty much poop skip. Just all you do is jump off that log as far right as possible. Alright, I'm gonna go over just a few boss patterns here, just so you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at when you get to this guy. Again, you're shooting right away. And sometimes you take damage and he jumps a lot. When he hops around a lot, it's kind of annoying. Like, you can kind of just follow him by jumping and shooting as well. I still say shooting right away is good. And this is like the move I was like trying to explain earlier, is that he does this like forward jump, which is scary and you can kind of avoid it, but that's when you're getting close to him from like beyond this point where he lands. Where does he land at? It's like here. So like if you're standing on this side of the platform, you're at risk of getting jumped on, so just be careful. Shoot as fast as you can and just try to take him out as fast as you can. Which seems obvious, but just try to be wary that he can jump. He can like repeat this move over and over again if he wants to. So you just want to try to take advantage of like when he's just kind of standing there like that, and just mash like when he's on the ground. And if he's jumping, then try to jump with him. Again, it's a very situational boss. There's only so much reacting you can do. It takes a lot of practice. Yeah, so he keeps giving me a lot of jump patterns here, so sometimes he's just like hopping and hopping like this, like he'll keep hopping and you'll lose time from that, unfortunately, but there's not much you can do. You just gotta learn to react to him. Sometimes he stays on the ground the entire time, and that's like the best. I'm just here like trying to get a different pattern. Trying to make a save state. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can go over with this boss. Just try to practice as much as you can. That's really all I can say. And that wraps up the ocean tutorial.